Well, all right. This is my main nursery. Not that I own it. We've got two within I don't know, how long does it take us to get here? 2 miles?
Yeah.
It's about 2 miles from our house, but it's actually out in the country, outside the city limits. And this is just a short storage house, I'd say. They don't really grow it in here. They just put it in here to try to keep it alive. One of many. Place kind of reminds me of Williamsburg pottery back in the day. But here we'll give you an idea of why we don't bother getting a greenhouse, because these are our people here, man. They take care of us. There you go. We're actually on the back side. That's the shop at the very end. You know, I mean, this was commercial, and they, what was it, Beth, about 10 years ago, opened up retail?
Yeah.
But up until then, it was pure commercial. You couldn't just walk in off the street in here. And it just goes on and on and on and on forever.
What's that smell like?
I can't place it. What is it?
Lemon balm.
Oh, man, I gotta quit smoking. Oh, shit.
Is that butterfly?
So anyway, sorry I got distracted there. There's some more for some trees back there. This is the back lot, which is generally the public doesn't walk back here, but we basically were told to go wherever we want today. But you can see if you look deep, it just goes on and on and on back there. So we got lucky. I'm telling you, you see all these trees, they still do commercial, you know. Still sell to the big landscapers that come in and buy all this stuff to put in for a new house or a remodel for landscaping. And this is just another storage house. A little heater. Some hydrangea hiding back here. Just a little bit of everything. You can see some bushes out on the black mat outside of it.
Monkey grass, hosta.
Some lyre pea, hostas. Some more lyre pea, some monkey grass. A leftover boxwoods. I mean, the variety's just, you know. Not to mention, we are actually in Zone 7B. I was just talking to Lee, the owner. John passed away last year. It's just a huge loss for the community. Well, yeah, let's go that way. Now we're on the back. This is, well, it's Llama Damma.
What's that bush
on? Is that the Catania aster?
No, it's big and it gets a flower on it.
Anyway, as you can see, all this product, this is for your landscapers, okay? They're still commercial. I've never really asked them what the split is. All I know is they treat me like family, and they treat everybody like family. I'm not special, but it's just a great place. And I will say they wouldn't let everybody walk back here like this. I didn't really ask to do this, walk back here to take video. She just said, yeah, walk wherever you want today. There's not a whole lot of people around. As you can see, this is a little bit of everything now, but they got this height in this one so they can do stuff like that and keep them out of the elements as best as possible.
Big dent on the right there.
That looks to be a 25 gallon. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Yip-a-dipper. And again, this isn't, you know, Now they will not let me shoot in the other greenhouse where they actually propagate, seed, get all their retail stuff up. They probably would let me do it today, but in the past they've said no, so I don't want to ask again. I'm not sure why that is, but it's their place, so ain't much I can do about that. I'll show it to you from the outside then. Here's some grass for you, baby. Get that for the edge of the pool. I mean, just look at all this stuff in the back lot, you know. I mean, they don't have all this stock for nothing, okay? This stuff goes out. You know, they wholesale some of it to retailers. They do their own retail, and they sell a lot of this stuff to landscapers for installation, like I said, on new properties, or people looking to redo their landscaping. All this is within 2 miles of my house, I'm telling you. I really don't have much of an incentive to get a greenhouse going and all the expenses and work when I can come down here and buy a 3-pack of whatever it is I want. And they got the variety. I can buy a little 3-pack for like $1.68. In fact, Beth, what did Lee just tell me today? Over there on the cold season stuff and even the tomatoes, what'd she say?
Take them.
Take it. Take whatever you want. If you can keep it alive, good luck. Because it's too early yet to put stuff in for the second cool season. Like here's some here, she'd probably give me that stuff right there. It's like some greens and some cabbage, kohlrabi, whatnot. It was that kind of broccoli. Oh yeah, it was that kind of stuff. She said, just take it. Whatever you want over here, take it.
Good luck.
Trays and trays of tomatoes. She said she couldn't sell it to me with a straight face. I wish y'all could meet Lee, but I don't think she wants to be. She just went off to eat lunch and sit in half the place. So now, if she gave me those, I would take them.
That is a heck of a marigold there.
Those are 4-packs. Dang, I didn't realize they'd get that healthy in it without the roots, you know? It's like a bunch of cucumbers back there. Yep, they are. There's cucumbers right there. A bunch of tomatoes. I mean, this, like I said, this is not the retail section, y'all. We're in the storage side. This is just, there's a bunch of peppers. You know, I don't know if they had a vendor pull out on them or if they just produced too much for the retail. I don't know.
Peppers.
Tomatoes and peppers galore. Heck, they even got some onions back there. Look at those freaking peppers. I should go ask her if I can have those.
We don't need peppers.
You can always have peppers.
Yeah, see, this is the big version of what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Gets that dusty purple color and then blooms.
I can't remember who I was talking to, if it was Danny or Colette, but that's what a dusty miller is right there. So basically in shady areas, get you some ferns going and dusty millers, and so you get a contrast of green and gray.
Sweet potato vine. Great trailer for buckets.
Anyway, this is just an overflow section. This is the very back of the lot. More trees, more trees. So let's cut this for a second until we get it back up. Yeah, so we were, I think it was last night, I was chatting at the 5M homestead.
Cattails.
They were asking what to plant for the cool season. And I had brought up Brussels sprouts. She didn't care for Brussels sprouts. But anyway, I came up here, so I grabbed some Brussels sprouts, and they had just put it in this week. They're just starting, so they said, give me about a month. So around here anyway in 7, what she's saying is you want to put them in about the end of August, beginning of September. And then you have some Brussels sprouts. What does it take, Beth? 4 to 6 months, something like that. Take one little pause here. And that's actually the retail section. We got here about 5 minutes before their lunch showed up, so they're all eating lunch. And then back over here, more shrubs and whatnot. And that's not really all of it. I'll show you when we get up front what we're talking about. I love this place. Basically, now this is the middle of July, so you know. If you come out here in the spring, if they don't have it in this section, you don't need it. Simple as that. All right, I'll show you real quick. Take a peek through there. So you got this one on the left, which I think is their auxiliary. And then that's their primary facility for getting all their seedlings going. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And it probably goes probably about 80 foot. And then on the end there's another one that runs perpendicular to it all. So this is why I've never been real urgent to get a greenhouse going. I mean, I can't compete with this. They probably could sell me the stuff cheaper than it would cost me to grow it myself in a greenhouse. I'm actually quite confident of that. It's very, very fortunate to have this business open to the public. That old CV. If you look at the sign there right above Beth's head, well, the garden greenhouses. That's why I get confused with your name. There's Lee. Hey Lee, I do got a question for you.
Okey-doke.
Back here in the scrabbly stuff, let me turn this off. Yeah, I was trying to get Lee to give me those eggplants. And she said, oh, no, you got to pay for the eggplants. I can have acorn, butternut, any of the squash. She said, take it. But I just don't have any room for it because of that neck squash. Anyway, just another reason I don't really need a greenhouse. She was going to give me as many butternut and acorn squash vines as I could take out of here. And there would be hundreds of them if I wanted. And this is the front of the store. And that's entryway to the big greenhouse complex. And it's even got another little wing to the right of it, so I think you got an idea how big it is. And they got a little store with some seeds and whatnot, garden supplies. So they're about played out for now. Look at what's that. And it's not available for customers, so I have been in there with John before, but you know, this is where they're growing food. They can't take a risk of people walking in there and messing up their product.
Now I do.
All right, so now we're headed back down this country road. This is the Woodleaf Road, and I went straight from here. I'd say it's more like 3 miles to this spot, but still. So this is Godly's, which is pretty much retail. They do sell some trees and stuff to landscapers and bushes. But this one leans more heavily towards retail. And they were cranking in the spring. They had this whole parking lot full of racks. They bring in outside vendors. But yeah, we do a lot of stuff here. This is where we get our seed from, which I might show you in a second if they'll let me. And again, it goes on and on and on and on and on. And this one's even closer to the house. This one is a mile and a half. You'll see it goes back deep. Mostly trees, berries, grapevines, all that good stuff back there. And they have a little greenhouse action going back there. You can see it. Not quite as big the operation as garden greenhouses, but just another reason that we really don't need to fool around with the greenhouse. I mean, it'd be a luxury. It's really not a necessity. These are nice people too. Earlier this summer, maybe late winter, it's on a video. I came through here and they had stacks of 5-gallon buckets in here. And they let me take them for $1 a piece. Can't go wrong with that. You coming, baby? Load it, load it, load it. Little shade houses there. And that goes on back about 50, 60 yards. There she is. There's usually cats hanging around in here. See any cats? Now this is their nicest one for access. I mean, you can go into any of them, but this one's the one that's set up really for retail, a lot of variety. Most of the other stuff, they're really shade houses, and they got bushes, trees, shrubs, all that good stuff. Yeah, I really like, well, I like those places. This room right here, I love this room. Love everything about it. Let's head in the shop, see if Don let me shoot the seed. As you can see, that's whatever you want. This is where they laugh at me, call me the big spender.
Oh, yeah.
And they got bins and bins and bins and bins and bins. You know, they service farmers. And I'll come in here and grab my 50 cent of this, 60 cent of that. You see cucumbers, all kinds of cucumbers. More cucumbers, squash, 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 squash. Melons, 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 melons. Okras and spinach and lettuce and greens and kale. And then corn and beans and stuff over there. It's really a cool setup. Well, all right. This is interesting. Wind, whatever you call it. What do you call them things? Wind what? Not a wind chime. What do you call these things?
Garden art.
And this one's pretty
Wind
cool
spinner.
too. It's a wind spinner. These are the guys too. They got a bunch of these things. And watch it. It'll fly for you. I'm gonna get one of those one day because that's how I roll. I'm Jules. Pretty what, sweetie?
Dragon's breath, the red. Over here.
Oh yeah, awesome. Hey, let's show everybody what we just bought. We weren't even trying to spend money today. All right, it's time for the air conditioning. Go out and mess in this heat. There's my Daddy Pete's supply. Good stuff right there. Manure, garden soil, cotton soil, permatill, chicken kicking or kicking chicken or whatever they call it. Beth said it smells like a farm, and it does. Yes, it does. All right, y'all be blessed. Get across this peak here. That's our church on the left there. Yeah, I thought that sign would be pretty good right there. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right, grab some stuff. More cherry tomatoes.